ButterVision. What up, cuz? It's time for Unsportsmanlike Conduct, the show with a bunch of handsome men's arguing about sports. On today's episode, Danny Fairman, Keith Caggiano, David Goodman, and Kamau Talbott. And now, here's your host. He's so vain, he probably thinks this song is about him, J.D. Butter! What up, y'all? Your man JD Butter back for another episode of Unsportsmanlike Conduct, and we got a real juicy one today. We got one, like I come more so with when we do like a best clutch hitter or like a greatest knockout or whatever. Those are kind of more like my speed. And then we got what I call a Goodman, a David Goodman, some of our more esoteric topics. So I'm not going to reveal it just yet. Let's get these characters in here. Let's start out with my man from Grand Island, New York, and Rockin' Products, Mr. Keith Caggiano in the house, ladies and germs. What's good?
Man, do I got volume?
Yeah, you got right from the top, homie. What's good?
Made it in.
Happy COVID.
Yeah, how are you today?
I'm good. Now,
today I saw that shirt.
Oh, what's this?
You changed this more. Listen, make sure you squeegee my windows, get them nice and clean.
So, we talked about it a little bit before on a couple of previous episodes, but your that last episode with your very meta Godfather saga Mike Tyson thing really got a lot of action, zoomed you right back into the points totals here. So
that's great, because we need to rise up. We need to, Keith goes for Caggiano, needs to come up. And Mike Tyson vengeance of Muhammad Ali. Not a lot of people knew that existed.
That was a good one. That was a real good one. Well, we got a good one today, so let's get the rest of these clowns in here. Next up, my man, fast-driving father of two, Mr. and very well known for his cheating tactics on this show, Mr. Danny Fairman in the house. There he is. Oh, Jesus Shuttlesworth, ladies and germs. There.
Who's that game? Who's next?
Mr. Fairman in the house. What's good, my man?
Everything's good. Everything's great.
Well, that's good in the era of COVID, I would say.
Me and Ray Allen are gonna hoop up after this set, so let's.
All right. Well, let's get our next panelist in the house. He is the doctor of general knowledge, one of our main cut-ups, site of some of our worst debacles and some of our best performances. He's polarizing. He's all over the map. Mr. David Goodman in the house, ladies and germs. There he is. Yeah.
Hello, sports fans.
Oh.
Yeah, sports fans. I want you guys to see what should have been the greatest sports team of all time, Ty and Al. But of course, it couldn't happen to be that way because of this very unfortunate incident. Ooh. Oh, my arm. And thus, the greatest team never happened. Thanks, fans. Good night. Try the field.
Already, ladies and gentlemen, already Goodman with antics. Let's get our next panelist in here. You know him, of course, as one of 9 black people in Connecticut, one of our main trash talkers. Let's get him in here, Mr. Robbie Day in the house, our black Perfector X. Ladies and germs, there he is. Yeah. Oh, look at him. He's clean.
Look at him.
Check him out, ladies and gentlemen. What's this with the blazer action? Wow.
I think Denzel is upstage.
Really?
Hey, watch it. Hey.
We're working the door. Mind if I slip you a 20 to get in VIP?
Yeah. I mean, wow. What gives, man? You got like a date after this or what?
Nah, man, I just felt like looking good today. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, being clean,
All right.
Cleaning the board out.
Play good.
That's the adult.
That's like one of those old school ones. Cleaning the, like
Sanders.
he's sharp as a tack.
That's
That's
right.
like something me and Robbie's parents and like grandparents said. You know?
Exactly.
All right, let's get our last panelist in here, but certainly not least, our main trash talker, rapper, actor, chef, club promoter, one of our main Renaissance men, Mr. Kamau.
Yeah.
Talbott in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you're looking kind of scary there, buddy.
Wow, are you having people over or something? What's going on, dude?
Yeah, maybe a little bit later, but right now I'm just trying to follow what our nice little governor said about, taking all the precautions that we have. So I am doing the ultimate social distancing right now from the group, from everybody. I'm just doubling up.
Look like you're about to rob the egg zone.
Hey. Times is rough right now. You never know.
All right, well, we got a juicy topic, ladies and gentlemen. We got a real good one. I'm real excited about this one. I was saying in the open that this one's what we call, it's a Goodman, because it's the type of topic that our man, Mr. David Goodman, really likes to come up with. I come up with kind of the more mainstream, like best clutch hitter ones. David comes up with the ones that are like best hair. And this one today, this is a good one. This is a real good one. Today, the topic, best sports team in a movie. Now, this thing, it could be anything. It's crazy, right?
Hey. Yeah.
Settle down.
It could be the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Jackie Robinson story. It could be Apollo and Rocky 3. It could be anything. So I'm excited to hop into this. So without further ado, Mr. Caggiano, let me start the clock here. Do it.
Hey.
Let me start with sports fans, because if you're a sports fan, part of you always wishes you could get into the game. And this is why I'm going to tell you that this movie should be any sports fan's top pick, and this is why you're going to vote this way. If you could actually play in the NFL, and this really happened, it's based on a real true story, and the Washington Redskins had to change their name, and this story is built on that. They had to replace it. So what I'm talking about is The Replacements. If you guys haven't seen The Replacements, 2000 with Keanu Reeves, Gene Hackman, Jon Favreau, it's based on a true story of the 1987 strike season where anybody could come in and play. This is why this is cool. Ohio State quarterback, Shane Falco, is able to make his way back up. They get people out of prison. They get bouncers that look almost as good as our man over here that come in.
Right.
They get sumo wrestlers. They get a kicker that smokes a cigarette right before he kicks.
Right.
This and most importantly too, they're able to help out the local dancers to help get through law school too. So that's why I'm going to play this clip right now. So in case you're not familiar, this is The Replacements.
You have to find a way to lead your team, earn their respect.
Warner Brothers presents.
We got a game to play. We play the world champions.
Keanu Reeves.
I wish I could say something that was classy and inspirational, but that just wouldn't be our style.
And Gene Hackman.
You can do this now. Come on. Come on.
In a comedy for everyone who wasn't good enough.
Now that is a hit.
To get in the game.
As of today, you're all professional football players. Whoa! Get me the ball. Are you going to get me the ball? I hope he doesn't kill somebody.
The Replacements.
You'll never be more than a replacement player.
Yeah, I can live with that.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is The Replacements. I highly recommend to
Woo.
get.
Yeah. All right.
Cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Cheerleaders.
That's true. He did owe us some cheerleaders. I'll say that.
He did owe us some cheerleaders.
Yeah.
That's
So
something that's
not bad in that regard. All right, next up. Let's see what over here to my left, Mr. Fairman's talking about. Let me get the clock set up. You ready, Mr. Fairman?
Yep.
All right, 2 minutes. Do it.
Well, again, it's an easy decision.
He literally says that every episode he's on.
This team has everything: coaching, unique players, talent. Well, what else do I have to say but other than Texas State Armadillos? Roll it.
This year, the Texas State Armadillo.
Whoa, a 40-year-old freshman?
Yeah, maybe.
Seesaw battle. Neither offense can move. Now, how could the ref call that?
Senkutsu elbow thrust to the up back. Oimawatsu roundhouse lunge kick.
All right, next.
Andre does not eat raw meat because Andre is a vegetarian.
I've been waiting for you. You should be waiting for the guy to cut your hair. We need to get wild. We need to
Throw the ball, genius. How about that? He stinks at two sports.
I hope he gets younger as he gets closer.
Again.
Gets.
Once more. Come on now. That's better.
Don't throw the stone, and that's the way you're gonna do it. You go out there, you tear their fucking heads off, and you shit down their necks. Let us pray.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's try one.
Hey.
Yeah. No.
Sinbad.
Cute.
I'm leaving Sinbad in the same moody.
All right. Fairman, you've done better. Let's keep it moving. Now, because here's the thing. I will say this. This is an observation. Like, you didn't sell anything. You just showed us something. That's not that. That's the thing. That's what all you tech maestros need to remember. Let's move on. Let's
Supermodels. Come on.
Mr. Goodman.
Oh, goodness.
No, actually, no. I take that back.
All right then.
Thank God.
Ooh. I'm nervous.
Looks good on you, Schmelz.
Hey.
Mr. Talbott. I think
Yes, sir.
I think it's on you, my man. We gotta see what you're talking about. You ready for this?
We got it.
All right, 2 minutes. Do it.
Bring it on.
What's going on, sports fans?
Ah.
Can you hear the music in the background? This right here became the ultimate cult classic of my generation. None other than the Wild Thing, Mr. Charlie Sheen. In his younger years, this man right here put Cleveland on the map. Before this, we didn't know anything about Cleveland, let alone the Indians. Come on, guys. This hands down has to be the best sports movie ever. Wild Thing. Da-na, da-na-na. You make my heart sing. Come on, guys. You had Dennis Haysbert in his prime, way before all states. I'm telling you, this right here, put sports movies on the map. Major League, the Cleveland Indians, Charlie Sheen, and the guys. Thank you. Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
wow. Okay.
I would vote for him just for the head dop. That was so good.
Bro, you're lucky you have the gift of gab, my man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
I'm gonna continue quarantining.
I don't know if Charlie Sheen thinks you're winning.
Winning.
All right, Mr. Day, down here. Mr. Day, what you got for us, homie? Like 2 minutes. Get it started.
Well, listen, you know, I can't compete with Kamau. I can't compete with that. I just can't. I have low energy. Mine is low energy, but it's very.
You have low T, homie. No, I'm playing.
Listen, this is very inspirational stuff here.
All right.
We had two choices that really stuck home, that came home to me. My first one was Cool Runnings, and let me just start. Cue the video. As I stated earlier, was Cool Runnings.
Right.
It basically depicted an underdog Jamaican bobsled team, which is a lot of it was fiction as opposed to nonfiction. But these are the real Cool Running guys. But my actual choice would be Remember the Titans. And let me just roll the clip of Mr. Washington here.
Half the offense, half the special teams. We don't need any of your people on defense. We're already set. Don't need none of my people. Mm-hmm. What you say name was Jerry? Gary. No, you must have said Jerry like Lewis, which would make you Dean Martin. Right?
Ladies and gentlemen, got an announcement to make. We got Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin going to camp with us here this year. Jerry tells the jokes, Dean sings the songs, and gets the girl. Let's give him a round of applause.
So this was a classic movie that kind of brought together integration with the high schools. Black coach going into a high school. Actually, this is the original coach. But I mean, inspiration over energy, guys. Come on.
Way to finish strong, Robbie.
And you know what? That was slightly
Next
a
time,
little bit of a Fairman right there.
Take it down a notch.
Because he kind of brought in the like, hey, but this was a very like integration and like this is a very touchstone moment in our.
It got real heavy, real quick.
It's heavy, right?
Yeah. Almost was like, man.
All right, Professor X, not too bad, not too bad. All right, now,
Here we go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes with the
boy.
Doctor of General Knowledge, Mr. David Goodman. Do it, sir.
This episode is brought to you by Budweiser and the all-time great coach, Morris Buttermaker. Let's roll it.
It's 1976's The Bad News Bears, sponsored by Chico's Bail Bonds. Let's meet the team. It's Coach Morris Buttermaker, former minor league pitcher and part-time pool cleaner, once struck out Ted Williams in the minors. On the bench, it's Alfred Ogilvie. He memorizes stats. And Miguel Aguilar, who doesn't speak English. And Reggie Tower, who does nothing in the movie. At first base, it's Toby Whitewood. His dad sued the league to get him in. At second base, it's Jose Aguilar, older brother of Miguel, also doesn't speak English. At third base, it's Jimmy Feldman, who barely has a few lines. At shortstop, it's Tanner Boyle, got a Napoleonic complex, curses a lot, and once picked a fight with the entire 7th grade and lost. In right field, it's Timmy Lupus, booger-eating spaz, worst player in the league. In center field, it's Kelly Leak, local troublemaker, best player in the league. In left field, it's Ahmad Abdul-Rahim, idolizes Hank Aaron, has trouble with pop-ups. At catcher, it's Mike Engelberg, he's fat. Has a big rivalry with Joey Turner on the Yankees. Your starting pitcher is Amanda Wurlitzer, 11 years old, throws a spitter and gets paid like Catfish Hunter. And in relief, it's Rudy Stein. He's awful, but he knows how to take one for the team.
Pups and supporters. Gotta be worn at all times. Well, either you wear them, give that one, or either you wear them or you don't play.
Success is a strange thing. Once you taste it, you want more. And from just plain bad, the Bad News Bears climbed up the ladder to become the team that played baseball like it has never been played before. The Bad News Bears, the incredible story of how a disaster combined with a catastrophe and somehow became the greatest champs who ever played ball.
Cheers, boys.
Nice.
I mean, you know,
the greatest team.
I guess
the greatest team.
I can't fully be mad, and let me again point out that the cat once again has done a package at his house with a mic and editing like.
Right, real professional with it. Yeah,
wow.
Exactly. But can I ask,
I like the
did Amazon come and repossess something?
Well, you just wait for my
a lot better if you had a Bears shirt on, is what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Rebuttal,
next time.
You guys can all just wait for my rebuttal, okay?
Next time.
Right now, it just looks like you got like a golf shirt on.
All right, so let me just, before we get into the rebuttals, let me do a quick recap here. All right. Hopefully I can remember this stuff. So obviously the Bad News Bears, we're talking about the Remember the Titans football team. We're talking about the Cleveland Indians from Major League. We're talking about Mr. Fairman. What's your?
The Texas State Armadillos.
Right. That's how. Yeah. Wow.
Necessary roughness. I don't even know how you could forget that.
Yeah, I don't even. Wow. Okay. And Keith, where are you at again?
We're at the replacements.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So let's get into these rebuttals, and this is going to be fascinating. I'm glad I don't have to do this. Like, I want to see how you guys get into it. Let me set up the clock real quick for the 1 minute. All right. We're ready. And let's start it off. Right. Let's start it off over here to my right. Mr. Caggiano, let's see what you got by way of rebuttal starting now. Boom, do it.
These are all great classics, but I'm just going to talk about why this one should have your vote. This is based on real teams, real people playing stuff, and not to mention this team really did beat the Dallas Cowboys, so that's always worth something too. Not even that, this team actually in real life did go to the Super Bowl on top of it, and the most important reasons, ladies and gentlemen, too, not to forget, is these poor girls that are trying to work their way through
I think they're friendly. I know, aren't they? Yeah.
Do it for the ladies. Don't forget to strip your cheerleaders at the end too, guys.
Wow.
Replacement.
Well,
listen, I didn't know we was gonna have soft porn tonight.
He did promise us cheerleaders, but
TNA.
Now were these guys scabs? Is that what I'm to understand?
Yeah, the scab team of 1987.
Oh, so they were scabs. Okay, I just wanted to establish that. Let's keep it moving.
Ooh, we're union people here.
Yeah.
Former union people here.
But I again, kind of staying true to form. Keith went like pling, pling, pling. He didn't really cut anyone else's stuff up. He just went with what he think is the really redeeming point. So very nice. Let's keep it moving, Mr. Talbott down here to my left. What you got by way of rebuttal, my man? 1 minute.
Let me know when I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock. Let's go.
Yup.
What else can I say but this haircut right here? Right here. Right? This right here got him.
Wow.
Every woman you could think of. I mean, come on. It's Charlie Sheen.
So good.
Right? So understand, this is classic. This is a cult classic. You talk about any type of movie with sports teams in it, this one will fall to the top. We had the Bad News Bears. That is something from my childhood, and I'm an old man. So I don't think anybody's going to remember those guys, except for maybe the terrible reboot that they had. But, hey, it is what it is. That is my rebuttal. All I have to do is say the wild thing.
All right. All right. Tiger blood.
Hey.
All right. All right. You know, like again, going with the, you know, the charm and the charisma. I get it. I see where you're coming from today.
And the Denzel teeth.
Wow. Okay.
All right. All right.
Oh, you guys.
Okay. Mr. Fairman, what do you got?
All right. Remember the Who? Not even Denzel's best team. The Bad News Goodness? Nope. Wild Thing, I'll give it up for that. And I'm going to class up Keith's a little bit with this reminder of what my team brought in.
You guys got a hell of a lot of energy left considering we lost by 40 points. Ruski.
I believe you can get me through the night. Ooh, Dreamweaver, I believe we can reach the morning light.
And thank you for all of your votes.
What soft porn tonight.
So we're going to have to change the rate for this episode.
I will say this.
Is he 13 or are we going?
You know, like as Keith would say, that is some real 80s iconery. One of the most iconic supermodels back when models really were supermodels, Kathy Ireland. So, you know, I will big up for that right there, you know, bringing that back to
her eyes.
You're welcome.
Hey, so fun fact on the last one, I called her Denise Richards.
Oh.
I was going to say, I know that.
Fair enough. Oh, that's right. Because right.
Charlie Sheen. Right.
All right, Mr. Day, what do you got for us, man?
Well, listen, besides, Willie Mays Hayes. I love Willie Mays Hayes. That's my dude, right? But, what's my man's name with the cute haircut? What'd you say his name was?
Wild Thing.
Yeah, Wild Thing. Well, I mean, he has AIDS now, so it don't even matter. And,
hilarious. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that.
The rest of the guys, like, they're like, logistically, it's geriatrically, it's a little older. Nobody really remembers those movies. I mean, they were like late 80s, like early 90s. Like, I was born in 77. Like, guys, come on. Like, seriously. Listen, we got inspiration. We got football. We got a black head coach. We got a white assistant coach. And then we got, putting cases on all you midgets.
But the story's from like 1920.
1971, sir. Thank you. 1971.
King Kong ain't got nothing on you. I get it, right?
I'm good.
All right. Mr. Goodman.
All right.
You should not too hard to knock this fair down, my man. Give it a go. 1 minute.
All right. You ready? Let's roll tape.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Bears! Yay!
Hey, Yankees, you can take your apology out of your trophy and shove it straight up your ass. And another thing, just wait till next year.
Guys asked for it, baby.
What
did you airdrop that from Amazon during the show?
Do you have the jersey?
Baby,
Oh my God.
if you want to win, you got to play the game.
Oh my God. Oh my
Bad
God.
news bears.
I think you should
night.
prove that you're not going to return that to Amazon and pour beer
I'm
over
keeping
your
it.
head.
I'm keeping it. I'm keeping
As
it.
you should.
This is gonna go back to Ross, but I'm keeping this.
Dump your beer on your head to prove it.
Yeah. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the full-on sin episode. We had a bunch of naked women. We have grade schoolers drinking beer. I don't know.
I was just about to
This
ask
thing has
about
just
that.
gone completely off the rails, ladies and gentlemen.
Totally. Unsportsmanlike
Bad boy,
conduct,
Kelly
baby.
I will
Bad
say
boy.
Kelly Leak was a huge influence on me.
Come on, man.
I will say that. Now, viewers,
by the way,
it's up to you.
A big influence on me, Rudy Stein.
Yeah, I bet. Now it's up to you, viewers, to let us know what you think is the best sports team ever in a movie. And then also let us know who among this cast of characters made the most compelling argument. We're coming down the home stretch of the season, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a neck-and-neck race. Get in the action right now while you still can. Let's give it up for these great panelists. My man, Mr. Keith Caggiano. Mr. David Goodman, the Doctor of General Knowledge. Our Black Professor X, Mr. Robbie Day. K. Millie, Kamau, Talbott, and Mr. Danny Fairman. Until next week, we'll be back with another fantastic episode of Unsportsmanlike Conduct. Peace. Forehead veins.